Alright, how's it going everyone, and welcome to the long-awaited MF Doom song bracket featuring special guest Sean. Sorry to the one person in my comments that thought this was going to be on 50 Cent, by the way. So, not too much to say in the intro today if I'm being honest, but one thing before we do get into the meat of the video, like I said with the JPEG Mafia bracket, please just remember that all of these picks are just our opinion, especially for this video. I'm not gonna lie, there's some pretty controversial takes in here, but yeah, let's just get into the bracket already. Round number 1, we have Rapp Snitch Knishes versus Never Dead. I'll say with Never Dead, actually fairly underrated track on
I would say it's underrated. The problem is it's going up against a song from Food right at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's obvious. Rapp Snitch Knishes is just way better. Legendary Mr. Fantastic. Hook, the beat, incredible. I wouldn't even call it, like, overplayed necessarily, but, like, it's boring to say Rapp Snitch Knishes is your favorite MF Doom song. But it is better than Never Dead.
But that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm picking it as well. So next up, a pretty interesting one. We've got Vaudeville, the title track, versus Can I Watch?
I'm going to say, like, Guinness is probably the only song, like, MF Doom song that I like the non-Doom vocals more.
Oh, you mean out of all of his, like, female rap ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I actually, I might have a little bit of a hot take with this one. I think I would slightly prefer Can I Watch? I do, obviously, I love the title track off Vaudeville.
Like, Vaudeville is just so iconic.
Yeah, and it sets up the album so perfectly, too. I don't know, the beat on Can I Watch is just really cool to me, though. I really love, like, the sound of, like, the piano that comes in and then that guitar part. And I don't know, it's, like, one of those that just hits me kind of different. And I also like the content where it's, like, about, you know, a hookup that's about to happen, but then MF Doom kind of, he upsets the huzz.
He upsets the huzz, cuz.
I actually don't know. I think maybe I'd go Can I Watch, but, like, this is not one that I'll die on the hill with. So I think I'll concede to you with Vaudeville Villain. All right, so Vaudeville Villain's gonna take this one. Can you show the audience what you're eating right now, by the way?
Vegetables. I love Jimmy.
Shout out Mr. Beast. All right, so next up we've got Phasers versus Hardcore Hustle, and you said this is a tough one.
I'm gonna go Phasers.
Well, I will say with Hardcore Hustle, it is one of them that doesn't have Doom vocals on it. Yeah. It's just Wild Child, and he has a good verse. Probably my least favorite on Madvillainy, though, I think. You know, kind of short. I don't love the production from Madlib. And then Phasers is just, like, amazing. Again, amazing intro to Take Me to Your Leader.
Yeah.
King Ghidorah.
His intros are always really good.
And also, I mean, fun fact for everyone, the sample on Phasers is from a porno.
Woo!
I think this is the second easiest one we've had so far. I think it's Phasers pretty easily. So our next one, our toughest one yet, we have I Wonder versus Curls. I Wonder is one of the few tracks on here, like Hardcore Hustle, that actually doesn't have Doom vocals. If you know, this is featuring rapper Hassan Chop. He has a very good overall performance on here. Like, the hook is super nice. And one thing I'll really appreciate with Doom's music is how, even when he's not on the song, like, and he produced this as well, he still has, like, a presence on it.
Yeah.
Like, this still feels like an MF Doom song to me, even though he's not rapping on it. Just with, like, the way the beat sounds, just the overall vibe. As for Curls, though, Curls is really good, dude.
I know.
It's like, it's very high on Madvillainy for me. The production on Curls is crazy. I don't know if you've ever seen the sample, but it's a very odd sample, and the way it's flipped by Madlib into this kind of like creepy sounding, but also upbeat vibe is very interesting. It's a little short though. I wonder it's like 3.5 minutes versus like 1.5 minutes of Curls.
I guess Curls, because like if I was gonna put on a song randomly, I guess I'd do Curls first because it's shorter and it's really short and sweet.
Yeah, that's fair. I think also, I mean, at the end of the day, it would be weird to have a song that doesn't have Doom's vocals, like, win. But I think in this scenario, Curls is actually probably a little bit better, just off of that fact. So I think we'll go Curls, although I wonder, it hurts a little bit losing that one.
I know, it's really tough.
Next up, we have That's That versus Zarwin's Theory of People Getting Loose off of Super What.
That is probably one of the best songs on that album.
Yeah, I actually think it's not very close at all for me. I will say, with Zarwin's Theory, probably the strongest track on Super What. Pretty nice beat. Rare moment, though, where I will say Doom doesn't have the best verse on the song. I think Esoteric's verse on this is insane. But, I mean, I'm pretty easily going with That's That, I think. Probably my favorite on Born Like This. One of my favorite MF Doom tracks. There's something about that sample of the strings. It's got, like, a weird vibe for a Doom song, because it's kind of, like, sad, but he's still doing his regular rapping thing.
It still feels like Doom, though.
And, I mean, the verse on here, like, I don't know if you ever read it. His verse basically is...
woke!
His verse on here has insane, like, the amount of words he's able to make connect to each other in here, specifically. Like, lend sympathy to limper simple Simon Ryman MCs. Trees
yeah, I
is
can't
free,
do that.
please leave a key. These meager fleas, he's the breeze, and she's the bee's knees for a she's, G's of G's.
That is some like Peter Piper, Pickle Peppers like type shit.
No, but like it means something. I don't want
And it does mean something, yeah.
It's crazy. And then also, I mean, you know, the MJ interpolation at the end of it is, even though Doom really cannot sing, it's very charming. I really do like that part. I think it's pretty easily, personally. Next up, Angels versus Gastrolls, and this one makes me hurt personally. Angels is another one of the best tracks on, I think, on Born Like This. You've got Ghostface Killah and MF Doom rapping together on a great beat again. I love the strings, and the whole story of it, it's super cool. Basically, the way they do it, Ghostface Killah tells the end of the story, and then MF Doom tells the beginning, and then gives context for the last part of his verse.
Now, this might be smarter or some shit like that, but Operation Doomsday is like, that's like probably like his second best like solo album.
Yeah, and Gastrolls is really good.
Gastrolls is peak early Doom.
The instrumental is so good, dude. And like, fun fact about this song, actually, I think it's one of the first proper MF Doom songs ever recorded, because there's like footage of him rapping this, like a demo version back in like 1993, 1994, when he was still Zevlov X. And it's kind of amazing how well it holds up still. It's so good, dude. Shout out, first of all, Steely Dan sample in the production, and the line, "Still quick to slice squares like Sicilians." That really does it for me. I think I would have to go with Gastrolls.
We have to go with Gastrolls.
But it's way closer for me than it is for you, I think. Yeah, but I'll still go Gastrolls.
Gastrolls, baby.
Next up, we have Sofa King versus Con Carne.
I think Con Carne is probably the better song in the two, but it is pretty close. I really like Sofa King.
Yeah, I'll say with Sofa King, first of all, took embarrassingly long for me to get the joke because I never seen the episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force that makes this reference. There's also the instrumental on Sofa King, which I'm a big fan of. I think the whole Danger Doom project is very underrated overall. I think Danger Mouse really fits Doom style of rapping. Sofa King, it's super, great example of that. Although, funnily enough, the strings in it kind of remind me of That's That, but like a fancier version for some reason. But, I mean, Con Carne, literally, darker than the East River, larger than the Empire State. It's got to be Con Carne. Like, the Sade sample in there, mixed with the drums from LaToya. I also got to shout out the line, "The ruckus ain't up to snuffleupagus. Me and Sub is like the Brown Smothers Brothers," which is about Sub Rock. Just amazing song on Food. Probably top 5 for me, honestly. I think I have to go with it. All right. Next up, Ohm off of Neruvian Doom versus Fancy Clown. Before Ohm leaves the bracket, because I think we're pretty obviously gonna go with Fancy Clown. I will say, I like the part in the beat where it goes Ohm. I think that's funny. Oh. And this whole project, it's not that bad. It's just, the main problem is just Bishop Nehru isn't as good of a rapper as Doom, so he kind of holds it back a little bit. But, to be fair, there's not a lot of rappers out there that are better rappers than MF Doom. And he does fine on here. Same with Doom. Production's not too crazy, but I mean, like I don't want to sound like a normie, but it's so obviously Fancy Clown with this one.
Better, yeah.
Way better sample. Viktor Vaughn returning. Yeah, it's also super catchy. Like one of MF Doom's catchiest songs. And the whole story, Viktor Vaughn returning to rap about a girl that cheated on Viktor Vaughn with MF Doom. I love that. That's so funny. We're going Fancy Clown pretty easily here. Sue us. All right, next up, Hoe Cakes versus Caskets.
Hoe Cakes. It's Hoe Cakes. Like, come on.
It is, dude. It is Hoe Cakes. I promise we're not normies. I promise. Maybe we are. Okay, look. Caskets, for one.
He's like, not a normie.
It's too long. It's almost 5 minutes, and it's not crazy enough to be 5 minutes. Again, Bishop Nehru is just not as good of a rapper, in my opinion, so he kind of drags it down, relatively speaking, and the beat is nothing crazy. Versus Hoe Cakes, the beatboxing, drums that they get, mixed with the other sample that I'm forgetting the name of, and it's so iconic, too, the opening line. Doom is amazing at that. There's a ton of songs where the opening line is just so legendary. It's so quotable, too. I will say, I do think Hoe Cakes is a little bit overrated. It's probably not, like, top 5 on Food for me. Like, I have a lot more favorites than Hoe Cakes, but it beats Caskets pretty easily, I think. Mm-hmm. Next round, we have Cookies versus Gazillionaire. And now, what are your thoughts? This is actually pretty close for me. I will say with Cookies, we're going to be assuming the streaming service version. And I don't know if you know this, the streaming service version of Cookies actually lacks the Sesame Street sample that the main beat is made out of. It does, unfortunately, kind of make the song a lot worse to me, because the part without the main melody of the beat, it just kind of sounds a little bit boring compared to some of the, like, more interesting, richer kind of sounds of Food especially. And Gazillionaire is really good, dude. You got MF Doom and J Dilla linking up.
Let's do Gazillionaire because we've been doing like all food.
Yeah, I think I would go Gazillionaire. Not for that reason, I think I just would prefer Gazillionaire, personally. I mean, and the beat switch, too.
I love cookies. I mean, cookies.
Cookies?
I love cookies, Raggy.
But you will concede this one, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate that. We got next up, we have Breaking the Action versus Question Mark. And you said this one was pretty close for you.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with Question Mark, but I love Breaking the Action. I love the fapping line.
Yeah, see, okay, I will say this one is not close for me at all. I'm also going Question Mark pretty easily. Breaking the Action, very good. Again, off of Super What. Pretty chill beat, like the little jazz sax in there is pretty nice. I like the sound. Esoteric does have some nice quotables, if I can read some off. Sick of playing optimistic like I'm in Tom York's band. You lost your mystique and leaked on 4chan for your 4 fans. You're Oregon, no Portland, and then Inspector Deck says BoJack Horseman. Inspector Deck mentions BoJack Horseman in his verse, which I think is funny. But I mean, Question Mark, Isaac Hayes sample again, incredible production. The third verse again is a tribute to Sub Rock, which is MF Doom's late brother.
Yeah.
Which I think is very sweet. And it's one of those songs where like the lyricism is actually relatively dark or more sad because, it's a tribute song, but it's got such a nice uplifting sort of production style to it. And I think that contrast is really cool. The more I'm describing it, the closer I think it is, but I think I would still go handily with Question Mark.
Yeah.
Next up, Phantoms versus Benzie Box. Pretty easy for me, I think.
Yeah, Benzie Box is just like way better. Just like put on in the car.
Yeah.
Like, it's so catchy.
Phantoms, I'll say, I don't really like the first beat a lot. It's like it's kind of weird sounding. Kind of like, I get a creepy sort of vibe. I think the second beat's a lot better though. And it's a shame because Doom's put on the first beat. And maybe, dare I say, a rare moment where his delivery is a little boring for me. Like with the beat compounded together. I don't know. It didn't hit too much for me. Although I do like the second beat a lot more. And there's parts I like about it. Like the part where it goes like, Phantom, 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 Phantom. Yeah, Benzie Box way better. The hook from CeeLo Green goes so hard. I love that. I also wrote mischievous ass beat and hook. So yeah, I think it's pretty easily Benzie Box for me, personally. And you know what? Look at that. A song not off of Food or Madvillainy ended up winning a round. Next up, Raid versus Absolutely. Raid, I mean, amazing. It's amazing.
It's one of the best songs.
Again, I mean, I feel like we're going to be repeating ourselves a lot, but like Madlib is so fucking good at sampling. This track, it's like it's so weird, the sample that he got this from, and the way he flips it sounds like nothing like the original. It's so odd.
I love when artists do that, though. You just like really transform a sample.
Yeah.
You can't even tell what it is.
It's insanely impressive. And like, I think Madlib he needs so much credit for like really popularizing the sound of like abstract hip hop like this with Madvillainy, right? But Absolutely also produced by Madlib, funnily enough. A little post-Madvillainy collab between the two. Beat, again, is not as crazy, but this one's more story-based, obviously. Which I think is cool. I like when Doom does stuff like that and gets into more of like a concept with his songs. I think I still have to go with Raid, though.
It's Raid, yeah.
I think I still have to go with Raid.
He would have a little cartoon lackeys like, yeah, boss! Yeah! Yeah, tell him, boss.
Hey, how Doom hold heat and preach nonviolence? Hey, Doom, I got this girl and she wants me to duke her.
I hit this girl.
No, He's been doing fucking Jordan Peterson for like the last hour.
You fucking bitch. You were doing it too.
I can't do it well, so it's different. Next up, we got Ballskin versus Deep Fried Friends. And unfortunately, this is another pretty easy one, I think. No,
it's definitely Deep Fried Friends.
Yeah, Ballskin is pretty cool, I will say. Second funniest name on the bracket. Funniest you probably also see on the screen right now. Beat's pretty cool. I like the beat again, like the little vocal sample. It's a little short, 1.5 minutes. Nothing crazy from Doom, I don't think. I don't think I even wrote down any lines from it. Kind of like his more aggressive delivery, though. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that, too.
Deep Fried Friends, though, like, come on. The instrumental, maybe my favorite instrumental on Food. I know that's saying a lot, but, like, it is so really good. Yeah. Also, double sample from a song called Friends, and Friends and Strangers. Double Friends sample. I love when artists do that with the sampling and how it plays into the theme of the track and the food pun with Deep Fried. It's so good. And like the comparisons he makes to like Fake Friends and about that, it's so sick. Maybe a quintessential Doom song, even though I know it's not the most popular, but it's got to be Deep Fried Friends easily, for me, at least.
He loves food, that's why he's so good at rapping about it.
Yeah. All right, we got Con Queso versus Strange Ways next up.
I guess I'm going to go with Con Queso.
Well, okay, I'll give you a little bit of background on both of these here, right? So, Con Queso, at least to me, I feel like it's just Con Carne's slightly weaker twin. I don't like the instrumental as much, and the rapping, I feel like less quotables personally, although there are some, great moments in it. Like, I think my favorite's got to be In Love with Mary Jane, she's my main thing, pulled her right from that web head, what a lame brain. Literally dissing Spider-Man, and then also, obviously, the weed parallel, very funny.
I wonder if Spider-Man's gonna make a clapback track.
Here's the thing with Strange Ways, right? First of all, super weird sample again. I believe the original song is called Funny Ways. Again, Madlib is just so interesting with the things that he takes. And I know this just sounds like fucking glazing, but like it's hard to describe the way he samples these interesting songs. And I think me doing my video, the sample breakdown on everything on Food and madvillainy made me really appreciate the sampling more. But I think what also brings Strange Ways like to the top for me, or at least better than Con Queso, is what it's about. Because madvillainy, a lot of it doesn't have like a lot of meaning, or like the songs are, less serious, but this is like an actual like socio-political commentary track. He talks about like criticism of like the police force and like Western powers and stuff like that. I don't know. I think it's got really strong lyrical content. I like when, Doom actually does a concept, like I said. And I think I prefer the instrumental to Con Queso as well. So I think I have to go Strange Ways, personally.
I mean, when you put it like that, I guess I do agree with you.
Your final decision, though, because I'm going with Strange Ways.
Strange Ways.
All right. Final round in the first side. Microwave Mayo versus All Caps. I'm going to be honest, I maybe only put Microwave Mayo on here because I think it's the funniest name on this bracket. Good song.
Good song, but All Caps is like Doom's best song.
Yeah, the beat's goofy, but I like it. And just him saying Microwave Mayo or Microwave Mayonnaise makes me laugh. But I mean, come on. Like, All Caps is actually like a powerhouse. And I know it's one of his most streamed or whatever, but like, come on. Sample, again, incredible. I love the and then so nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me, as he told the people, you can call me your majesty. That's just one line. He also has as he uttered the calm flow, your mother, don't talk about my mom's, yo. Madman never go pop like snot bubbles. Come on, dude. There's too many. And then all caps when you spell the man name. Like that's like a legendary line at this point. Maybe the most legendary Doom line. And like, it's all caps. I don't like, it's so obviously all caps. Probably the easiest one we've gotten.
Yeah.
Moving on to the second side of the bracket now, we have One Beer versus Mr. Clean.
I'm going to be honest, I think One Beer is a little overplayed.
Really?
It's really good, yes. But I think hearing it as so much as I do makes me like Mr. Clean a little more because it's one that I haven't listened to as much and it's still really, really good.
Yeah, so I'll say with Mr. Clean, what I wrote down is the beat sounds like Fred Flintstone getting hit with a club. Great Doom verse, of course. I mean, pretty much every single song, maybe actually every single song has an amazing verse from MF Doom. So it's hard to like compare his verses on songs, but it's a great Doom verse on here. I wanted to shout out the line as well. Like a soup sandwich on a hand dish, some say his language is way too outstandish. But I mean, okay. I'm sorry. I know One Beer is a little bit overplayed, but like, it's so much better than Mr. Clean, to me at least. Genre-defining instrumental by Madlib. The instrumental, the way the drums hit.
Couple rappers screaming, all in our ears like we're deaf.
Yeah, again, amazing verse. And I mean, even the fucking part in the beginning where he's doing, I get no kick from champagne. I think I have to go with One Beer here. I get what you're saying with it being a little overplayed, but like, yeah, I have to go One Beer. But, you're allowed to disagree.
Still only one beer left.
Yeah.
I think I'll concede.
One Beer takes it over Mr. Clean.
Over Mr. Clean, One Beer takes it.
I'll tell you what, feed me One Beer and I turn into Mr. Clean.
Feed me One Beer and I turn into Jordan Peterson.
Next up, we have Go With The Flow versus Rhinestone Cowboy. Pretty interesting one here, I think. Go With The Flow, definitely not my favorite on Operation Doomsday, although it's still very good. Cool G rap sample, very nice in the background. I actually really like the production on this one. Shout out the line, though. There's going to be a lot of line shout-outs if you didn't see that coming already. Lone gunman who candidly flip-fly flows single-handedly with one eye closed in a fly pose. There
really is a good Doom line in every song.
Yeah. I legitimately, I was talking about, I wanted to, for every single song, pick out a quotable, but I didn't go that crazy. So some of my favorites, I plucked out.
Cowboy, like I just want to give it, even just for the name.
Yeah, the name is great. I'll admit, I used to skip this one a lot because of like the skit stuff at the end and a little bit in the middle. I thought it was more of like a outro track than like a real song, but On its own, it's really good.
Yeah.
Again, the fact that Madlib, he sampled like a crowd cheering and made it like this like whistle sounding thing. It's so weird, but why does it work? Also, I mean, despite it being listenable as its own track, it still functions amazingly as the intro to Madvillainy. Or the outro, excuse me. There's no other Madvillainy song that could be the outro than Rhinestone Cowboy.
Yeah.
I think I'd go Rhinestone Cowboy, but it's pretty close for me. Like, I could sway either way. I don't know about you, though.
Yeah, Rhinestone Cowboy.
All right, yeah. I mean, pretty close, but I think we'll go Rhinestone Cowboy. Next up, Vomit Spit versus Operation Lifesaver, aka Mint Test. Another pretty close one for me, honestly. Vomit Spit, I really like the production. My favorite part though has got to be the ad-lib where it just goes Doom. That makes me very happy. Sam Sandwich Salad. He says Sam Sandwich Salad on that.
With Vomit Spit.
Before we talk about Operation Lifesaver though, what is Vomit Spit? Because like all the other ones are food, or all the other titles are food. What is Vomit Spit?
He ate all the food from before, and then he do Vomit Spit.
Oh, and then he ate cookies.
And then he ate cookies.
Oh, I like that. That's good. That's good. I like that. This is tough because Operation Lifesaver, I think, is my favorite Doom track in terms of like just funny. Because the whole thing being about a woman with bad breath and like the way it's intensified, where he's like, "Oh, run to the bathroom," and then reload on mints, and then the ammo's like, or the ad-lib goes just like reloading, or like Operation Lifesaver is in effect. I actually don't know with this one. I think I'd personally go Operation Lifesaver, even though it's a little short.
We get to use the wheel for the first time.
Yeah, I think we use the wheel because I think
wheel or Guns at Dawn.
I think Operation Lifesaver is actually better, so I'm not going to concede. All right, and so we actually, unlike the JPEG Mafia bracket, we don't have a tiebreaker today in Ian, but we found a solution. The wheel, baby. All right, so I'm team Operation Lifesaver. Your team Vomit Spit.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay. Operation Lifesaver, it is, baby. Thank you, Wheel. I appreciate it. Next up, The Finest versus Crosshairs. Two kind of more lesser-known songs, I feel like, on their respective albums overall. Or maybe not Crosshairs, but I feel like these two aren't, like, at front runners or anything like that. And so this is a nice little matchup.
I like The Finest because The Finest.
Yeah, the vocal sample is pretty cool.
I love the vocal sample's funny.
I will say, the 80s drums kind of, like, sound to it, very cool, but there's not... Like, weirdly enough, there's not, like, a melody to the instrumental. It's, like, lacking. It's a little bit empty in places. Tommy Gunn's verse, though, is pretty cool. Crosshairs, I think I might actually prefer. I like the production from Danger Mouse a little bit more with the mix of the regular guitar and the strings. I think that's a cool combination. Yeah, so I think I am going to go with Crosshairs here.
All right, nice. Spin the wheel.
We got to spin the wheel. All right. So, you're The Finest. I'm Crosshairs. Damn. Again, wow, you're getting cooked by the wheel. Crosshairs takes it, baby. Let's go. All right, Next Levels versus Dead Bent. Next Levels, again, another track without Doom on it, but this one might be the strongest non-Doom vocal track on the bracket. The beat is so smooth, dude. The saxophone, it's just perfect for like a posse cut like this. And all of the rappers on it do very well, like with their verses. And again, testament to like the iconography of Doom that this still feels like an MF Doom track with so many other rappers on it. Dead Bent, though, is another really great one off of Operation Doomsday.
You know, the more I think about it, I was going to do Next Levels, and I might want Dead Bent.
A little info as well. Samples Walk On By Isaac Hayes. We were talking about the song intro as well. Doom he has the ability, despite being, quite frankly, a terrible singer, it still comes off as charming, which is very impressive. In a weird way.
Rock this microphone.
See, this is where it gets tough, because I think I like Next Levels. Actually, I do like Next Levels a lot more.
Wheel!
But it doesn't have Doom on it. You know?
That doesn't matter. He still's involved.
Yeah, good point. I mean, he did produce it, right? Wheel time, baby. All right, so I'm Next Levels, you're Dead Bent. Let's see what we get. Come on, baby. 3 for 3, 3 for 3.
You fucking bitch!
Let's go, dude. What if I rigged it the whole time for it to win? I don't think you can.
Clearly.
Next Levels takes it, baby. Thank you, Wheel. I appreciate it. Next up, El Chupa Libre versus Antimatter. Okay, so El Chupa Libre.
El Chupa Libre, they said that you're dumb for buying this? That's fucked up.
Oh yeah, the intro.
You can't call your customers stupid.
You can't do that. Dude,
what's wrong with you? What?
No.
Why would someone do that?
You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies? Cool but goofy beat, I wrote down, which, yeah, that makes sense. And this one, specifically, there's a lot of moments in this song where he, like, imitates someone else's voice, Doom does, and then he does, like, a weird, funny voice with it. And there's so many moments, too, where, like, a word will be censored, and he'll just be like, shut the fuck up, and then the beat, and it's so funny. There's a lot of just dumb, stupid moments in here that make me laugh. But I think Antimatter is way better.
I love the skits in Danger Mouse. Antimatter is better, though.
Yeah, it's so funny to me that Mr. Fantastic it just appeared and delivered 2 amazing hooks on Doom songs and then just disappeared.
It's like, why?
No one knows who he is
I looked for him. I've been looking for him. I was like, I want more music from him. But now he's just gone, yeah.
I also wrote with Antimatter. I love the beat so much. Like, and the way that the hook lines up with, like, the bass in the actual instrumental and the guitar, like, lick. It's so simple. It's so clean, though. So yeah, Antimatter pretty easily.
Yeah. Sorry, I was zoning. I was thinking rap snitches, knishes played in my head.
Next up, Red and Gold versus Money Folder. I think Madvillainy loses here. I think I would go with Red and Gold. My thoughts on Red and Gold, it's a very super nostalgic sound. It reminds me of like old A$AP Rocky in a weird way, just with the instrumental. And I just like the vibe of it because Doom's rapping about like his younger days, like, you know, stealing and like smoking and stuff. Red and Gold is meant to be like the changing of the leaves. It just gives me like a nice vibe.
And you know, with the instrumental of this song, like, not that I would know what that feels like, but you know, it's probably a good song to smoke to.
Oh yeah. We wouldn't know, but like I imagine if I were to be smoking, it would be a good song to smoke to. Hypothetically speaking. Money Folder, though, I would say, I mean, I do really like Money Folder. Very underrated track on Madvillainy overall. And the faster tempo I think is cool because a lot of Madvillainy has slower stuff, and that's awesome in its own way. But like, I appreciate a track with a little more energy like this. But I think I'd go Red and Gold pretty easily, honestly.
All right.
Wheel again?
Wheel again.
All right. I am Red and Gold. You are Money Folder.
Come on.
Can I get 4 in a row?
Yeah! You fucking...
Red and Gold, baby.
Oh my god. Wear this hat!
I can't wait to hypothetically smoke weed to this song. All right, we got Metal with Metal versus Meat Grinder. I mean, first of all, amazing name. I love the name Metal with Metal. This is also the song where it goes Czar, Doom, which I like in the chorus. And it's got like fart bass.
At the same time, Meat Grinder is probably going to be one of the top songs here. Like, it's going to go far.
Yeah, I mean, it's not beating Meat Grinder, but like, you have to give credit to like the songs that are going to lose easily. But you can't just let them send them off with nothing, you know? I wrote, how is Doom so fucking good at opening lines? Tripping off the beat, kind of dripping off the Meat Grinder. Like, he has like 30 songs where the first line is just the most quotable thing. Like, I can't stop saying for like a week. And again, also, such a weird instrumental. This song came out before we were born. That's so weird to me because this sounds like so much more modern, you know, because abstract hip hop like is so inspired by all of Madvillainy. Super incredible stuff. It's Meat Grinder pretty easily though. Yeah. We got
it's Rhymes Like Dimes.
At least let me get through it. We got funnily enough an Operation Doomsday versus an Operation Doomsday track. Rhymes Like Dimes versus the Mic. You are right though. It is Rhymes Like Dimes. Mike, amazing song. I love, you know, it's Doom's equivalent to like something like Gloria by Kendrick Lamar, or like Eminem probably has a song like this too. It's just like the classic personifying rap as like a woman kind of song. And I like that it's specifically the mic with, you know, because normally it'll be like my pen or like the genre of hip hop in general. But for Doom, it being the mic is so cool. And it has a really great sound for like the retrospective vibe that he's going for, which I feel like a lot of Operation Doomsday has. But I mean, dude, Rhymes Like Dimes. This is the kind of song where when it's on, I feel like the beat is like the best beat ever made. Quincy Jones sample, 100 Ways, I believe is the name of the song. The way it's chopped is just fucking heavenly. It's like drugs. It's like actually like a hard drug. And like, I mean, again, with the opening lines, hey, yo, y'all can't stand right here. In this right hand was your man's worst nightmare. Like, so iconic. And there's so many different great lines in here. Even the saying, rhymes like dimes, is so good. He's selling rhymes like dime bags of drugs. Or like dimes, like a dime piece, like a fine lady. Come on, it's Rhymes Like Dimes. I sell rhymes like dimes. Next up, we got Space Hose versus Beef Rap.
I'm gonna go for Space Hose. Biased because I love Adult Swim.
Yeah, and I'm someone who didn't watch a lot of Adult Swim, so all the references, I don't really get a lot of them. Although this is a Space Ghost reference, right? That show?
It's and Brack.
Yes, and Brack. I will say with Space Hose, I don't like the whistling in the beat. It's kind of catchy, but it's also kind of annoying to me when it goes on for as long as it does. The rare Danger Doom song that I don't really love that much. And Beef Rap, I mean, it's such a good intro to Food. I love the way that the instrumental builds up with all the samples, like, oh, food at last. Or like all the different ones. And also maybe because I've gone insane going over like the 11-something samples on Beef Rap. But I don't know, it's fun. It really helps like the building of the world of the album. And then also when it drops and it just goes, Beef Rap. Commit to getting teeth cap is so much fun. So I think I'd go Beef Rap personally.
All right, use the wheel.
Wheel? Okay, you're going Space Hose then?
Yeah.
All right, we got Space Hose for you, Beef Rap for me. I think you're going to win this one. Hey! You did it!
Take this hat off.
You did it! Yay! Okay, so Space Hose wins. Wow, that's pretty big. I wouldn't think Beef Rap loses the first round here. Next up, Lockjaw versus Bomb Throne. And correct me if I'm wrong, future me, I guess. I believe this is the last song that we've gone through so far that doesn't have Doom rapping. But holy shit.
It's so good. Yeah,
Trunks on this song. Never heard another Trunks verse in my life, I don't think. But he absolutely kills this fucking beat. And again, beat made by Doom. Still feels like a Doom song, even with it being a minute long. It's such a memorable moment on Take Me to Your Leader as well. Bomb Throne, though, again, off
Bomb
of...
Throne is really good. I'm kind of leaning in the direction of Bomb Throne, but I like Lockjaw more.
Honestly, I think the sickest part of the song for me is the music video. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's pretty sweet. And the beat's alright, but I don't think it's anything too special. I think I would go Lockjaw pretty easily, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
Next up, probably the toughest one of round one for me. Lightworks versus Accordion. Another legendary link up between Doom and J Dilla, although this original beat is on Donuts. Also, I mean, I believe there's some elements to it where Doom spices up the instrumental himself, which is really cool. I mean, it really is like that Lightworks chop, though, that it makes it. Light up the sky. The name of the game is Lightworks.
But Accordion's like one of the best songs on madvillainy.
This is really a battle of the producers here, I feel like. Because not that Doom does bad on here, but like, we have a amazing J Dilla instrumental versus an amazing Madlim instrumental. And I mean, yeah, Accordion. I hate the sound of the accordion. How did he make it sound like that? How did he make it sound good?
I don't know.
How did he do that? And also, like, I mean, the first line, living off borrowed time, the clock tick faster.
Don't touch the mic like AIDS on it.
Yeah, there's also that one. But literally, that line, living off borrowed time, the clock tick faster, I believe ranked like in the top 80 most iconic rap lines in history.
It has to be Accordion.
I don't know, dude. I actually don't know. I think I have to go Lightworks. I think we have to spin the wheel. Lightworks, Lightworks your Accordion. Mm-hmm. God, if Accordion loses on the first round, people are going to be fucking pissed. Lightworks makes it, baby. Lightworks beats Accordion. Accordion does not make it past the first round. Look, we had to lose.
You rigged it.
We had to lose at least one amazing song because there's so many in the first round. All right, we're getting close to the end of the first round here. We got Figaro versus Lickupon. I will reserve my thoughts because I have a lot to say about Figaro.
I think I'm going to go for Lickupon.
Really?
Yeah. Figaro is really
enough.
good, but...
I think Figaro is actually probably my favorite track on madvillainy. First of all, the organ in the beginning, you saw me doing it while we were listening to it. It just something, it does that to me where I just go like... So legendary. And then even when the regular beat kicks in, it's got one of Doom's most technically impressive verses. Again, the rhyme schemes are fucking insane, and there's a lot of quotables that I really love. The rest is empty with no brain, but the clever nerd, the best MC with no chain you ever heard. Even, again, super iconic first line. In contention for my favorite Doom line of all time, dare I say. I don't know why, but when he says, a scary act all black like Miss Mary Mac, is so hard to me.
Yeah, alright, I won't fight you over this.
Well, hold up. Let me do a little bit of defending of Lickupon first. I gotta get through both of my rationales here.
Let me be fair.
To Walk on My Cymbals is pretty funny. I also like where he says, who he, Viktor Vaughn. He had another sicker song, I think he called it Lickupon. And then also the deep horns that come in with the beat is really nice. I really love this beat. But I think I do have to go Figaro.
You know what? Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel? Alright, bro, if Figaro loses, if we lose Accordion and Figaro in the first round, I'm gonna crash out. Even though I went against Accordion. Okay, I'm Figaro. You are Lickupon?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh my god, thank god. Holy shit, dude. I would have crashed out if Figaro lost first round. I'm not gonna lie. Next up, Governor versus Potholders. And I actually don't really like either of these songs.
You don't like Potholders?
Or no. I do like them. I do really like them. They're just not my favorites. I think they're both a little bit overrated, personally. I'll say Governor, I do like the regular show sample.
Yeah.
Hello, Governor. Also funny seeing MF Doom channel.
Governor!
Yeah. Potholders, cool sample.
Shit.
The thing that I don't like about Potholders the most is just that weird, like, pluck in it. I don't like the sound of it for some reason.
I do.
Another fun fact with Potholders, I don't know if you know this, but there's actually some sneak disses in here to MF Doom's former rap partner, MF Grimm, which is interesting. Very rarely see Doom getting into beef, unless it's beef rap.
Beef rap.
But I think I go Potholders over Governor. Because really, the things that I think are carrying Governor right now are the hook and the video is really cool, where it's like him split down the middle with the camera.
That's true.
That's an iconic video.
Videos,
True. But yeah, we'll go potholders then. Second to last match in the first round, Great Day versus Saliva. Here's what I'll say about Great Day. Maybe the most underrated track on Madvillainy. I don't know, because this one does get a lot of love in like the Doom community, I feel like, but I don't know. Again, it has like the curls thing where it's like weirdly upbeat. It's just, I don't know even how to describe this beat, but I really like it. Again, Madlib cooked with it. I think I would go Saliva though.
Yeah, me too.
Beat on Saliva is really good, dude. Like the horns.
I want to just see you spin the wheel again. Like I wanted to say Great Day, but like.
Saliva wins though?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and the final match in the first round, we got Banished off of JJ Doom, which is also what Governor was off. We forgot to mention that. Versus Doomsday, off of course, Operation Doomsday. I mean, like...
I like Banished a lot, but like Doomsday is just better.
Yeah, Banished, I will say, is very cool. It's like the closest we ever got to an MF Doom like banger with the way the production sounds, because he normally does a lot of like more laid back sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like this production is actually very interesting for a Doom song. Also kind of cool how this song came out after Doom was barred from getting back into the US because he was born in the UK, so he never actually got US citizenship. And I think it's funny how like the aggressive sound of it. He's like, oh, villain banished from the US. He's not even Spanish. But I mean, like, it's Doomsday. It's so easily Doomsday. I wrote so much for this one. Arguably Doom's signature song. I mean, you could argue Rap, Snitch, Knishes or like One Beer or something, but like Doomsday to me will always be his signature song just because of the name, honestly. Sampling Kiss of Life by Sade. Incredible. And then so many good lines. And even the hook. On Doomsday, ever since the womb, till I'm back where my brother went, that's what my tomb will say. So, obviously, sub-rock reference, rest in peace. Right above my government, Doomale, either unmarked or engraved, hey, who's to say? Also, above my government, Doomale, homophone, Doom will lay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Come on, bro. And then, do, that's an audio daily double. Rappers need to fall off just to save me the trouble. Watch your own back, came in and go out alone, black, stay in the zone, turn H2O to cognac. There's so many good lines in here, dude. I could have wrote down like 7. I mean, come on, it's easily Doomsday. One of his best beats, one of his best verses ever. Perfection. We were going with Doomsday, though?
Yeah.
All right, and that's going to do it for our first round.
It's about to get fast and hot.
Yeah, and a lot tougher. Rap, Snitch, Knishes versus Vaudeville Villain.
Rap, Snitch, Knishes, but I love Vaudeville Villain.
Your point about One Beer, oddly enough, is sticking with me with this song. Yeah. About a little bit of the overplayed fatigue.
Yeah.
I think right now I like Vaudeville Villain more, but overall I think Rap, Snitch, Knishes is just too legendary, I feel like. And the instrumental is incredible. But yeah, so we'll go Rap, Snitches. Phasers versus Curls.
I'm gonna go Phasers.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go Phasers.
I think I agree, even though I love Curls. Curls is a little short, though. I will say, we didn't mention this in the beginning, but Curls is one of the more serious songs on Madvillainy, like Strange Ways. He talks a lot about, like, religion and, like, poverty, like, growing up poor and homeless, which I think is pretty cool. But Phasers is more fun to listen to, Phasers for sure. Really good. So I think I have to go with Phasers. That's that versus Gastrolls. Dude.
Gastrolls. If you want to make it more interesting, we could just spin anyways.
Okay, so Gastrolls is amazing. It's like a quintessential early Doom song, like you said, and production is great. I think I do prefer the production a little bit to the strings on That's That, but something about the vibe of That's That is so unique, and I think I prefer that. In even Operation Doomsday, there's other pockets where you get the vibe of Gastrolls. Like, I think I prefer even like something like Red and Gold. But That's That is a very singular. It's a very singular MF Doom song, and I appreciate like the more somber tone it has.
Yeah.
These are like legitimately a tie for me, I think. So I think you take precedence, because I can't pick.
That's why we should do the wheel.
All right, so then we put it to the wheel?
Yeah.
All right, I will go with That's That then. You just really want the hat off, don't you? Okay, Gastrolls takes it. All right. Con Carne versus Fancy Clown. Fuck, dude. This is really tough.
I guess Con Carne.
I think I'd go Fancy Clown. The beats are both incredible. True. The Sade sample on Con Carne, amazing. Darker than the East River, larger than the Empire State, dude. But Fancy Clown is Fancy Clown. Oh my god. But I'll let you be the tiebreaker. I don't know, dude. I love Fancy Clown. I think I have to go Fancy Clown.
Alright.
Like, if I'm picking one of these to listen to first, I think I'm doing Fancy Clown. Because Con Carne is amazing, but it feels like it is a little long for me. Like, it feels like it loses its luster a little bit. And Fancy Clown, with it being about, like, Viktor, Vaughn, and MF Doom, it has the story to it. And it's a perfect length, too. Alright, we'll go Fancy Clown. Or wait, are you
No, I'm not gonna argue.
Okay, Fancy Clown?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. Oatcakes versus Gazillionaire. And this is my hot take. I'm going Gazillionaire.
Me too. Actually,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean that's pretty crazy. Oatcakes losing in the 32. I mean, but like I said, I think it's a little overrated. So we'll go Gazillionaire. Question Mark versus Benzie Box.
Benzie Box.
But Question Mark has all the tributes to Sub Rock and like it's super fun. But Benzie Box is very unique and it's fun with the CeeLo Green hook.
I know, it's so different for him.
Yeah, I think I'll go Benzie Box. I'll concede, but that one's really close again.
All right.
Raid versus Deep Fried Friends.
Deep Fried Friends.
I don't know. I actually don't know. I love Raid so much, dude. But then even like before we go any further, let's be friends. I respect the beat on Raid more because it's a weirder sample to make work. But I think the beat on Deep Fried Friends is better.
Yeah.
But the sample on Raid is so fun. I think I go Deep Fried Friends though.
All right.
Strange Ways versus All Caps. Holy shit, dude. This round of 32 is actually insanely tough for me.
You gotta do all caps. It's all caps.
But Strange Ways has like the political socioeconomic. Can we talk about the socioeconomic state of the world right now? I think you're right that it has to be all caps, but I love Strange Ways so much. It's a special song on Madvillainy.
It's special, but it's going.
You're right though, all caps is better. One Beer versus Rhinestone Cowboy. This is One Beer for me pretty easily.
Yeah, I'll concede on that.
Oh, so, but you think Rhinestone Cowboy's better?
I like it a little more, but like One Beer is pretty great.
All right, I mean, you don't have to concede, but One Beer it is. Operation Lifesaver versus Crosshairs. I think I'm going Operation Lifesaver pretty easily.
Yeah, me too.
Next Levels versus Antimatter.
I don't know here.
So Antimatter has the amazing hook by Doom, right? But Next Levels has the great smooth jazzy production and the great posse cut verses. I think I do prefer Antimatter though because it has the Doom fantastic like duo. Their chemistry is so good. And Next Levels doesn't have Doom on it, right? So that is, a point against it. So we'll go Antimatter. Next up, Red and Gold versus Meat Grinder. I'm going Red and Gold.
Spin it.
I love the nostalgic sound. I think maybe Meat Grinder I feel like is a little bit overrated.
I'd actually spin it then.
You think we spin?
Yeah.
All right, Red and Gold versus Meat Grinder. I'm Red and Gold, you're Meat Grinder. Damn. Yes. Okay, I keep the hat. See, it's not rigged, I told you. Meat Grinder wins it. That's tough though. That's sad. Rhymes Like Dimes versus Space Hose. Rhymes Like Dimes.
Rhymes Like Dimes.
Easiest one of the 32 maybe. Lockjaw versus Lightworks. Ooh, dude. It's kind of tough. I think I go Lightworks though. Name of the game is the Lightworks.
Yeah, I guess I'd
Name of the game is Lightworks. Lockjaw is incredible. Trunks is soul verse. But again, doesn't have Doom on it. That is a point against it no matter what.
Yeah. Even
though it does feel like a Doom song. So I'd go Lightworks. Figaro versus Potholders. I'm going Figaro easily.
Yeah, I'm going Figaro too.
All right. You said it right. I'm proud of you. And then Saliva versus Doomsday. This one sucks because I really love Saliva. It's top 2 on Vaudeville Villain for me, I think. Mm-hmm. But Doomsday's it's Doomsday. Sweet 16 time, baby. This is where it's gonna get really fucking hard. Rap Snitch Knishes versus Phasers. Is it time to kick Rap Snitch Knishes?
I think it's time.
I don't know, dude. I think I have to go Rap Snitches here. Like, I know, overplayed, and it's annoying hearing Rap Snitch Knishes going to the Elite 8, but the beat is so timeless. And I love the instrumental for Phasers. It's so funny that it samples porn. But, I mean, I don't know, that hook by Mr. Fantastic is so iconic, too. Like, that's one of those things that's never going to leave my head. Rap Snitches telling all their business, sit in the court and be their own star witness. I think I have to go Rap Snitch Knishes.
Seriously, who is Mr. Fantastic?
Like, I know.
Like, who the fuck is he?
He literally dropped the best hook on, like, a rap song, like, maybe ever. Maybe not, but you know what I'm saying. One of the best hooks of all time, and just disappeared.
Just doesn't do anything else.
My final answer, I'm going with Rap Snitch Knishes.
Phasers.
We wheel it?
Yeah, we wheel it.
I'm Rap Snitches, you are Phasers. Oh,
yes, baby!
Rap Snitch Knishes loses in the Sweet 16. Fair enough, I love Phasers, but that, I don't know where I saw it losing, but Sweet 16 does seem a little early, but Phasers takes it, I guess. Gas Draws versus Fancy Clown. Fuck. I think I have to go Fancy Clown. I think that's my pick.
Yeah.
You go alright. Gazillionaire versus Benzie Box. Ooh.
Benzie Box.
I think I go Gazillionaire. Beat Switches is so sick. J Dilla link up. But Benzie Box is really fun with the hook and the goofy beat. I think, though, we're rating it a little too highly based on its uniqueness and not necessarily its quality. I think I still go Gazillionaire, though.
We'll fucking wheel it again. Why not?
We're wheeling it?
Yeah,
all right.
Sure.
I'm Gazillionaire. You're Benzie Box. Fuck, dude. Okay. Benzibox makes it to the Elite 8, and I still can't take off this hat. You won like the last 5, by the way. All right, I don't want to hear no shit about this wheel being rigged anymore.
Yeah, no, I just like to say things.
I did not expect Benzibox to make it to the Elite 8, personally. All right, and final round on this side, Deep Fried Friends versus All Caps. All Caps. Probably All Caps, but Deep Fried Friends losing hurts so bad, dude.
Does, yeah.
Before we go any further, let's be friends. But like... Don't
forget all caps
so
when
nasty,
you spell the man
so
name.
nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me as he's called the people. You could call me your majesty. Don't talk about my moms, yo. All right, all caps. 1 beer versus Operation Lifesaver. I think it's still 1 beer here. 1 beer moment. I can feel the 1 beer momentum, dude. Antimatter versus Meat Grinder.
Meat Grinder.
I think I go Antimatter. The hook, dude. No matter how hard they try, they can't stop us now. And like I said, I don't love Meat Grinder like that, personally.
I don't know if I want to do the... Oh, fuck, this is hard. I'll concede for Antimatter, I guess.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that. Rhymes Like Dimes versus Lightworks. I still go Rhymes Like Dimes.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, y'all can't stand right here. In his right hand was your man's worst nightmare. But I mean, like, the name of the game is Lightworks. A lot of his last part is literally just gonna be us quoting the songs as our, like, reasonings. These are really tough, though. Figaro versus Doomsday. I actually don't know, dude.
You put Doomsday over everything else. Why would Figaro be an exception?
Yeah, but Figaro is, like, my favorite on madvillainy, I think.
Oh, God, yeah, you're right. You know, spin the wheel.
No, I think I do go Doomsday, actually. Because Doomsday's also way longer. It's like 4 minutes, 5 minutes almost of, like, Doom rapping. And the hook of Doomsday is truly incredible. But Figaro, we're losing a really good rap performance from Doom. But I think Doomsday takes it. Elite 8 time. Are you ready to fucking suffer? Phasers versus Fancy Clown.
Let's do the wheel.
You didn't even hear what I had to say yet. What do we agree?
Nah, because you really like Fancy Clown.
I haven't even thought about that. I like both of them equally, honestly. Phasers is so good. King Ghidorah, take me to your leader. No, but like, okay. Phasers is amazing beat, but again, I think it's the concept of Fancy Clown that's carrying for me. It's so fun how it's about Viktor Vaughn getting cheated on by MF Doom. That's only a concept Doom would do, and he executes it so well with his own like funny lines. It's like, oh, you weren't thinking that when you sucked him off in the hallway. And the beat again, the Fancy Clown sample is so sick. You're picking Phasers over Fancy Clown?
You were saying before that.
No, you're allowed to. I'm hard disagreeing with you. I'm going Fancy Clown. Are we wheeling it then? I'm Fancy Clown. You're Phasers.
Yes!
No! Fuck!
Yes!
Fuck, dude. Holy shit. Phasers making it to the final 4 is not what I expected in the slightest. Holy.
That's how good it is.
Okay, can we get rid of Benzibox now? It's not beating all caps.
Yeah.
It's not beating all caps.
It's not beating all caps.
Fuck you, me. Bitch, I'm Baby Keem. 2-phone Baby Keem. Fuck me if you want. This lit. Alright, sorry.
It's lit!
We got 1 beer versus Antimatter.
I'm gonna go Antimatter.
My voice literally cracked because I can't decide. But like... I think it's still 1 beer, though. Legendary sample, amazing Doom performance. Antimatter losing does really hurt, because that was a front runner for me, but I think it can be 1 beer.
Yeah, alright.
Rhymes Like Dimes versus Doomsday. These are literally right next to each other on the album, and it's like a truly peak 2-track run. I don't know, actually. I genuinely don't know, because I think I love Rhymes Like Dimes more than anyone else on Earth. But Doomsday is really, and I know it's super popular, but like I really only fell in love with Doomsday more recently.
Right.
You know, so it's more of a newer love of mine versus Rhymes Like Dimes, which is like I've loved for like many, many years now.
We should have telling you Rhymes Like Dimes. So Rhymes Like Dimes.
I think you're right. I think it is Rhymes Like Dimes, but I can't see Doomsday losing. That's the tough part, you know?
Yeah.
Even if it's just something like Rhymes Like Dimes. We'll go Rhymes Like Dimes, though. Holy. Our final 4 for everyone watching at home. On this side, Phasers, all caps. On this side, 1 beer, Rhymes Like Dimes. So we've got 1 Take Me to Your Leader, 1 Madvillainy, 1 Food, and 1 Operation Doomsday. I mean, you can't really ask for a better split. No Vaudeville Villain, which is kind of surprising, since that's probably my 3rd favorite Doom album.
Yeah, no, Vaudeville Villain's so good.
We got Phasers versus All Caps.
All caps.
Yeah, I think the sad part is it's kind of not really that close.
It's not, no.
I mean, and Phasers is amazing, but like All Caps is so iconic. And it does suck because All Caps is one of MF Doom's biggest songs. Mm-hmm. But I mean, come on. It's legendary for a reason. 1 beer versus Rhymes Like Dimes.
one beer. I mean, sorry, rhymes like dimes.
I need to think on this one. Because I like these two for very similar reasons. And they made me feel the same way. Like, both of these are like, you tell me Q and MF Doom song, it's one of these two first. Or all caps, for that matter. Like, these are my top picks. I think just the beat on Rhymes Like Dimes is perfect. But the beat on One Beer is also perfect. They're both amazing, incredible, some of the best sample work of all time. My final pick is going to be, as much as it hurts kicking out One Beer, it's going to be Rhymes Like Dimes.
Chet, Rhymes Like Dimes, Chet.
Is that you're agreeing?
Just Chet.
We're losing Sean by the minute here.
No, you're not.
Our final, all caps versus Rhymes Like Dimes.
I say we leave it up to the wheel.
And no. Okay, here's how we do it. We'll talk about them a little bit. Also, I'll say, let us know which of these two wins for you in the comments. On the count of 3, we're going to say our pick. 1, 2, 3.
Rhymes Like Dimes. All right.
Rhymes Like Dimes is our winner for the MF Doom bracket. Congratulations. All right, and that is going to be the MF Doom bracket, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I'm happy with our final pick. I think Rhymes Like Dimes, it was something I predicted to win, and I'm happy it won. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel to see new uploads from me on Saturdays and sometimes Wednesdays, unless I say otherwise in my community posts. Also, leave a comment letting us know what your favorite MF Doom song is, maybe even your least favorite MF Doom song, any snubs, all that good stuff. Let us know in the comments. And finally, if you'd like to support the channel further, you can now become a member and receive early access to all of my videos, as well as a special shout out from me at the end of them, as you will see on screen right now. Probably blocking Sean's face if we're being honest. But other than that, guys, that's gonna do it. So
goodbye, guys. Have a great day, guys.
Yeah, that's about it. No, actually, that's stupid. Do you have any better ideas?